All right, guys, key issue 3 is super easy. We're talking about reasons for migrating, and these are basically push or pull factors, okay? Rubinstein's laws, these two are important. I would take these down. Most people migrate for economic reasons, and political environmental factors also induce migration, okay? Basically, that's saying that if you're going to make more money, then you're going to move, okay? That's the main reason. The environment isn't going to have as much of an impact. People live in places with a ton of smog because they make a lot of money. And political factors, people live in countries that they don't necessarily agree with the leadership all the time. And so we've got push factors and pull factors. Push factors are going to be things that push you away, things that make you want to leave, whereas pull factors are going to be things that draw you to a different place. Okay, so political push and pull factors, this can be, as simple as like a certain person getting elected president, or it could be something as different as like refugees. You could see like civil wars and all that kind of stuff, internally displaced people, or asylum seekers. Okay, this could just be people that want to leave a country for political reasons. They fear being politically prosecuted, and so they leave. A lot of times, those are going to be push factors. The other thing that you could see it being a pull factor, though. If there are people who are like, democracy is super cool, then they might move to a place that has democracy. So that could be a push or a pull factor, depending on whether or not it is a good or bad thing. Okay, environmental push and pull factors. We're looking at like leaving places like potentially someplace like New Orleans, someplace that's almost for sure going to be hit by a massive natural disaster again in the future. And you're leaving there and you're going someplace where you don't have to worry about that as much. Or leaving someplace like San Francisco, where the San Andreas Fault could potentially level that city. You're leaving places where the environment has negative impacts and going someplace where they don't. And so that's going to be the push factor. The pull factor could be something like a beautiful landscape, or just like generally good climate. Those are environmental push and pull factors. Then you're going to look at economic push and pull factors. Okay, this is, again, we're looking primarily at jobs here. Okay, if you're making a lot of money, that's a good thing. If you're not making a lot of money, it's not a good thing. And people are going to typically go where they have to go in order to make as much money as physically possible. And so that's going to lead us to looking at Europe's migrant workers versus Asia's migrant workers, and we're going to do that in class. So I'm not going to talk too much about it here, just so that you guys are looking at it, and we're gonna talk about it when you guys come into class. So just make sure that you've looked at it so that we can talk about it.